Welcome to a very enthusiastic episode of card review.
We're on card number 169. This is a children's show.
Wait, it's for children?
Probably not.
Alright.
Probably not. Let's go.
Yeah, all the cool kids want to know what Blanchwood armor does. It's 2 and a green for an enchantment. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each forest you control.
I'm going mono green every time.
Yeah, okay.
Colossal Dreadmaw has trample, bro.
Yeah, but this card doesn't give trample. That's my issue.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is it 2?
Probably. Like, you can get so much power off of this, but unless you're equipping it to a creature with, like, trample or flying or some reason that the +1/+1 mechanic is going to be actually good, it's just something to put on something. I don't know. It's quite a bit of power. You could probably pick a few of these up early and be perfectly fine
Probably.
with it. I don't know. We'll see.
Bristling Boar, 3 and a green for a 4/3 boar. Shocking. Bristling Boar can't be blocked by more than one creature.
Okay.
I like it.
It's a 4/3. I can't complain.
Yeah,
Probably.
4 mana 4/3.
2, 3.
2, like a bit on the higher end of 2,
Mhm.
but
The effect's not.
well, a solid 2, I'd say.
The one in red with trample is a lot better, just because the keyword trample is so much better than this keyword. But
That's double red. This is single green.
you're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Green's fine. Centaur Corsair, 2 and a green for a 3/3. Okay.
It's fine. 2.
Yeah, 2 could go up just because it's good stats. 3.5 3/3s
Yeah.
are always good. Can't
It
complain.
doesn't trigger Sarkhan's Unsealing. It's literally unplayable.
Look at all these like boring green cards.
Colossal Dreadmaw, 4 green dinosaur with trample. It's a 6/6. It's the new, just printed every set kind of card. And I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Again, probably another 2.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this one I actually could see putting at a 3, just because trample's a very good keyword.
Yeah.
And good body.
And one of these is always can be a little difficult to deal with. It's a
Lot,
common, so you might have more than one.
lot of solid, bland green creatures.
Yep.
Colossal Majesty, 2 and a green for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. I don't know how I feel
It
about
depends
this
on
one.
It depends on the deck you're in, but I still think it's probably just another 2.
Yeah, probably 2. Could be
Because
good.
green has enough big guys that just it draws you an extra card every turn. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and it's also one of those, as talked about earlier, like just play them, they do nothing. So it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, but this is turn
but-
3, and like I'm sure there are better things to do on turn 3, like the 3/3.
Yeah, the 3. I'd rather
But-
get a 3 on 3 than this card, but I don't know.
But
Could draw you some
sometimes-
cards.
Depending on the person you're playing, they might not have had much of a start by turn 3 either. So you might be able to take the turn off. Next we have Daggerback Basilisk, 2 and a green for a 2/2 with Death Touch.
That's a lot of 2s on that card. Let me add one more. It's another fine green creature. Nothing exciting.
I might put this a little higher, just because the Death Touch it's just an annoying blocker. It's always going to be an annoyance.
Fair enough. So yeah, that I don't know. It's hard to like make any of these a 3 because once we see like a creature that's actually fairly good, it's like, oh, what do you know?
Yeah.
What's this? Declare dominance. That gorilla is having the time of his life. 3 green for a sorcery. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. All creatures able to block it this turn do so.
So you make it into a breaker of armies.
This could win games.
Just the fact that it makes everything block that one, and you might have another
Yeah.
plenty else on the board. It just allows you to get in damage where you might not have been able to do in the first place, as well as kill a few of their creatures.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3 for this card.
I'd say so as well.
Definitely very powerful late game. Not very good early game, but... And also, like, if you don't have many creatures, that's really not going to do too much for you.
Druid of Horns, 3 and a green, Human Druid 2/3. Whenever you cast an aura spell that targets Druid of Horns, create a 3/3 green beast creature token. I have not seen a lot of auras that I really like.
It's like what's the one from last set that was like
Champion of the Flame?
yeah.
Or Valduk.
Yeah, Valduk.
It requires you to have a lot of auras. Valduk was more equipment and auras.
Yeah,
but
and that was nice. This is
it was fine. This one gives you something permanently.
The issue I have with is initially it's a 4-mana 2/3. You have to have something else to make this card even viable.
It does take. It can like take over a game though.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to figure out. It's either very much like I think a 1 because it's a 4-mana 2/3. But if you have auras, even like just 3 auras maybe, I'd say it's a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and round. I think it's another 2. I think definitely it can take over games, but very hard.
I'm gonna stick with just 1 or 3. I'm not gonna round it out or anything.
I think there's it's either very good or very bad in your deck, and it's like I said, if you take this card, you're gonna have to build around it.
The only other color that I think that I would want to, like any auras in is white, so you have to be in green white.
Yeah.
If you're in green any other color and you see this card, you're not happy.
Yeah, and it's when you cast. It's not even like it gets rid of. It's like gets around like removal from blue or something, like cards like claustrophobia. I don't know what they have this set, if there's one this set, but I think there is. But
there's the one that makes it it's -6 -0, and if it blocks, it destroys it.
There you go. So like something like that, but it doesn't work like that. Druid of the Cowl. 1 and a green for a 1/3. Tap to add green. Yeah, okay.
Another 2?
Yeah. Some underwhelming green creatures.
These are just all strictly fine.
There's gotta be something in green that makes me mad. Like, as far as I've seen, every other color has like some huge flying beater or some great spell. This is just like, we have a bunch of creatures.
Yeah.
I might rate this a little higher just because the body's fine and it's got a adding mana ability, so it could be good for late game, but or like
Manador. Yeah, a Manador that with a big enough butt to block some stuff is fine. I don't know though.
It's something else.
Next we have Dryad Green Seeker. 1 and a green for a 1/3. Same stats as last time. Dryad creature. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand.
Okay.
So
we got first 3.
This is very good. Yes, it's just Naga. Wait, what's Coiling Oracles?
No, that's not. That put it onto the field.
Okay, so it's worse Coiling Oracle.
The thing with this card is it's repetitive, so every turn you can block, do it then, and it's not like you're getting like the best card in your deck, but you are filtering through your deck and making your draw step better and better as you draw each time.
You get to know what you're gonna draw. I guess if there's anything that changes that, you can get a land out of the way.
Mm-hmm. So definitely can see like a green creature that draws cards, even if they're not the best. It's still card advantage green, which
even if it's situationally drawing cards, if you're mana flooded, you're happy to have this.
Oh yeah, you're just
because it will get you through that chunk of land much faster.
And like we were talking about all the rummage effects in red that we were kind of worried about. It might help that issue, where you just keep drawing, you finally get like a tormenting voice, and you're like, oh cool, I have infinite lands anyway, I can sack one.
Basically.
But yeah, no, definitely our first 3. It's not exciting, but
there is the risk of you have to reveal it, and then they know it's in your hand, and any information they have is bad information for you.
I mean, to be fair though, like most of the things in green they're going to be revealing are like creatures, and we've already pointed out the 2s. You're going to have to like if you reveal Pump Spell, obviously that'll be like, okay, guess I.
Well, you don't have to reveal it unless it's a land.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're fine. Go for it.
Yeah,
go for it, Shane. Elvish Clan Collar. Green for 1/1. Other elves you control get +1/+1. 4 green. Search your library for a card named Elvish Clan Collar. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. I won't play this in limited.
It's a 1 in limited.
Yeah, it's a 1 in limited. Like 2 mana 1/1's already pretty bad. Like really bad.
There's not been many elves we've seen either. There's been the Druid of Cowl.
Yeah, unless there's like some randomly huge elf in this set, I'm not even like thinking about that middle ability. Like this card is just not good, not enough value.
No. It's a rare, so you're not going to get more than one.
And green's kind of being disappointing. I better get some like bomb.
Elvish Rejuvenator. 2 and a green for a 1/1. Elf Druid. When Elvish Rejuvenator enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from the mode onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest of the bottom of the library in random order. I'd say this is a 3, actually.
Yeah, I'm down for 3 on this card. It's a ramp spell. It's a little low on power, but you're really using it for the ability. It's another one of those, like, it's technically drawing a card, and it's ramping you, right? It's clearing out your library of effect, like, terrible draws, and you get to have 5 mana on the turn after you play this card. Assuming you hit, you could totally whiff, and that would be the worst feeling.
That would be the worst feeling. But in a limited deck, 40 cards, 16, 17 lands, your chances of whiffing in the top 5 are a little low.
Yeah. That's why it feels really bad.
Yeah.
But no, definitely a very good card. What do we got here? Ghastbark Twins. 5 green for a 7/7. Trample. And it can block an additional creature each combat. I guess this is a 3?
I don't even know.
It's not exciting.
It's a 7 drop.
Doesn't even have a reach.
No, it doesn't.
If this card had reach, I'd instantly give it a 3. This card doesn't have reach. I'd still think it's a 3 just because that ability.
It is a 7/7 with trample for 7.
Yeah, and it can be that ability can actually be very relevant and limited.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if, like, with all the token strategies we've kind of seen already.
Plus, it does stop them from attacking with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. So
you can block 2 things.
Oh man, this is so underwhelming. Like, there's got to be like something. Come on, green.
Hopefully.
Give me the green.
Gear per guide. 2 and a green for a 3/2. Okay. Activated ability. 2 and a green. Target creature you control can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less this turn. Actually, against the Thopter deck, this is nice.
I'm actually super into this card. There's a lot of.
I'm kind of into it too.
Like, this card will always trade up. 3/2s for 3 are its fine stat line, and that ability can actually make for some interesting combat phases. I'm 3 for this card.
Yeah, me too. It's also an elf, so Elvish Clancaller.
Guys, don't play Elvish Clancaller.
No.
Don't play Elvish Clancaller. You have to be in the seals, open every elf with 5 copies of it. Like, it's
just in there.
It's, oh man.
Here's another 3.
Okay. This is a good one. This is a giant spider. It is a 3 and a green for a 2/4 spider with reach. That's fine.
This card is always good.
Yeah, like spiders. There hasn't been really a bad spider in a while. This one's not great, but it still gets the job done.
It's the iconic one. It's been printed up until I can't remember which core set, but it was like M13 or M15 or something. It was printed in every set in core set.
I thought that was Netcaster Spider.
No, Giant Spider was in the first set of Magic, and has been in several sets since.
Sorry about the freezing there. Yeah, no, this card's probably a 3. Like, just that ability is really nice. It blocks a lot of flyers, which green can struggle to do. Just something I want to pick up if you're playing green.
Yeah. Gift of Paradise. 2 and a green for an enchantment. Enchant land. When Gift of Paradise enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Enchanted land has tap, add too many of any one color.
Okay, this card's really good.
This card is actually just... This card's pretty... I wouldn't say great necessarily, but it's good. Yeah.
No, it's very good. So, obviously, like, the initial base level of this card is it ramps you. It's 3 mana ramp spell, which we already saw a better one before. However, not only does this gain you 3 life, it makes a lot of things splashable. Like, this gives you double colors off of one card. Like, if you're playing green-black and you play this card, you can have access to double blue, double red, double white. Like, this
double
card's
black.
great.
It's
fantastic. I'm going to give it a 3.
I would give it a 3 as well. We're just, like, slowly going up the ladder.
Damn it. And, dude, we're going to hit the bottom, and it's going to be, like, 10-10 for 4, and we're going to be like...
Well, you're not quite off on the next card.
Yeah, man, that's just one off. What is the... Hey, guys, this is a green. For a 10-10.
Congrats. You broke green down into its bare essentials.
Why? I don't know how to rate this card.
If you're in mono green, this is probably.
If you're in mono green, you're very happy. I don't know. I think this is probably 4.
I'd say so.
It's really hard to. Obviously, it's gonna be really hard to get out like on turn 5. If you get there, it's great. But even
I'm fine casting this on turn 10.
Yeah, you definitely like the issue is like 5 green mana unlimited is so difficult. Like,
yeah.
Oh man. But once this comes out, it's so difficult to get rid of. It reminds me of a little bit of Grun, but it's a lot better than Grun because the 10/10 stats are already there. Like Grun was bad because like it was a 5/5.
To be honest, I like Grun, but that's just me.
I wasn't this man. No, this card, if you get it out, like, man. And it's not like, it's not the black, what was the black card called that you had to, like, sacrifice an artifact? I keep forgetting.
Sacrifice an artifact?
Yeah, that. It's not that hard to get out, but it's definitely still.
5 green mana sources unlimited is a tall order. I still say this is a 4.
This is one of those, like, if you get this, you're looking for the Gift of Paradise. Not to splash, just so you make sure you hit it.
Alright, next one. A card after my own heart. Goreclaw, Terror of Coliseum. 3 and a green for a legendary bear. No, it is not a 2/2. For 2, sadly. So they kind of dropped the ball there. But it's a 4/3 for 4. Creature spells you cast with power 4 or greater costs 2 less to cast. Wait, that means Gigantosaurus is still 5 green mana. Whenever Goreclaw, Terror of Coliseum attacks, each creature you control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 against trample until end of turn.
Hold on. Okay. So,
this
card's great. That first ability could be very relevant. Like, making, like, your late game stuff costs so much cheaper. Like, oh man, you're going to be powering through the board state.
It makes Gaspark Twins 5 mana. This is 5 mana 7/7 with trample.
All the dragons, all of the like. This card is fantastic.
Even outside of green, like it makes that 3/3 flyer that bolts them if you pay 3 more. It makes that whole thing just 6 mana. It makes
the 4 mana 6/6 demon 2 mana.
Huh.
Besides that, like that's cool. Besides that, when
it also pumps your team and gives them trample.
So theoretically, this card is a 4 mana 5/4 with trample.
On attacks, yeah.
This card's incredible. Everything else gets trample. This card is the reason to be in green. Like we've been waiting. We went through all these cards looking for any reason to be in green. We found it. Right here. Look at this. He's happy. I mean, he's a little angry. I can't tell if he's angry or happy.
I think she's just mad. Yeah, it's she. You don't want to know how she got that name.
Goreclaw? I assumed it was she took her. I think the art is literally explaining how she got her name.
That's the flavor text. The flavor text says that.
Oh. It was blocked out by the stars. I couldn't read it. No, definitely the reason you want to be in green.
Yeah.
Greenwood Sentinel. 1 and a green for a 2/2 vigilant. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not like Topan Freeblade, but
nothing will be Topan Freeblade.
Oh man, I missed that card. It's a 3 though.
I was never able to renown Topan Freeblade.
That's because everyone knew exactly what Topan Freeblade did.
Anyway,
this is the 3. If we're comparing it to every other generic creature we've seen so far, this one is a 2/2 for 2, which is fine. Vigilance is definitely relevant though, because with all the there are some auras in this set, and giving that vigilance is fun.
There is the shoot, what is it called? There's the
and it's an elf, so if you're really bad and still want to play that 1 mana or 2 mana 1/1,
okay, all right,
he's your man.
We get it.
I feel like we find one card in every color to shit on.
You do.
I mean, at least me. You might also find one. I mean, we can't shit on this boy.
So, confession. I used to play this card in Constructed.
Oh, dude.
Don't do that.
The good old days when we played every Highland card we found.
Highland game. 1 in a green elk creature. It's a 2/1. When Highland game dies, you gain 2 life. This is a perfectly, fine card in Limited.
Yeah, it's a piker. I'm thinking 2.
Yeah,
it's a piker. Perfectly fine. Gains 2 life.
It's a piker that gains 2 life. Against aggressive decks, it will probably trade with something and gain you 2 life. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Here is the next reason to be in green.
Hungering Hydra. X in green for a 0/0. When it enters the battlefield, with X +1/+1 counters on it. Alright. Cannot be blocked by more than 1 creature. Okay. When it is dealt damage, put that many +1/+1. So, this is... this makes itself bigger.
It makes it. They can't throw 1,000 things in front of it to block it.
Well, I mean, they can. I mean, not I know one time, but just I'm not taking.
Oh, they'll definitely have to throw at least one thing in at a time.
Yeah, no, it'll be one thing at a time.
It'll get bigger and bigger.
Just note this card doesn't say trample, so.
But Goreclaw.
But Goreclaw is the... Yeah, open double rares. Guys, this is the strategy. Open the perfect rares in all your packs. That way you can build a perfectly 40-card constructed deck in Limited and win.
I think that hasn't happened here.
No, even, my best deck in Limited was, it wasn't even constructed. It was just, I put a bunch of cheap creatures on and cast Inspired Charge on turn 6 to deal 20.
Alright. Next card.
Alright, what is oh man, what is this card?
Naturalize. 1 in a green, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
This is my favorite art for this card now. I love this
card. I'd say this is a reprint from Ravnica.
I love this
art wise. I'd say this is probably a 2. It's very good in the sideboard.
Yeah, it's a sideboard card. I don't know if that makes me want to put it as a 2 or 1. I'll go with you on 2. Can hit a lot of things, though we haven't really seen a lot that we want to hit. Obviously, there's the white banish enchantment.
Yeah, there's Sarkhan's Unsealing if potentially. I will always come back to that card because I'm going to be blown out by 1,000 times.
Oh man, that card is gonna be hilarious. But no, this card, it's fine in your sideboard. Make sure you pick one up. Definitely can win you some post sideboard games.
Yeah.
Oh man, Oakenform. 3 in a green, enchanted creature gets +3/+3.
It's another enchantment. For the more enchantments we see, because there was the for each +1/+1 for each forest you control. There's this one. There's another one I know, but I don't know.
Yeah, not yet. We've only seen 2 in green.
Yeah, but there's stuff in white. I'm getting higher in the 2/3.
It could be interesting, and Oakenform is common, so you can pick a few of these up. The issue is Oakenform itself is just kind of mediocre. I'd honestly probably rather play just the 3/3 vanilla creature than I would this card.
Oh, I think 100 times yes, because this actually doesn't... Because that does something on an empty board, this does nothing.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put this at 2.
As much as I was talking about the 2/3 being interesting, I'm honestly still putting this at a 2 at the highest.
Yeah.
Could go a middle of the road 1 for me though.
Yeah, you'll definitely see this card in some decks just because stat line's fine, but they'll probably be playing other creatures, even if they're smaller, just because it's on an empty board creature can do something, and you'll always get 2 for 1 if they kill your creature.
Yeah.
So. Oh boy.
Rockworm is back. It's rare this time, for limited reasons, I'm sure. It was... Do you remember this card, Wired? It was uncommon. Why was it uncommon? Anyway, Flock of Worm, 4, green, green, green. Worm 7/7. With trample. When Blockworm enters the battlefield, gains 7 life. When Blockworm dies, draw a card.
What more do you need?
It's so good.
Guys, I'm on 5. I'm almost on 5 of this. If it's not 4, it's 5. Or if it's not 5,
it's definitely a 4. It's definitely like up there.
This can take over games. That's why I'm struggling, because like 7 mana 7/7 trample. That body would probably be around a 3.
We've seen a lot of like really big tramply boys.
Good. What green needs.
Yeah, it is.
No, like 7/7 mana, 7/7 for 7 with trample would be probably around a 3. Gaining 7 life probably gives about half a star. Dying, drawing you a card, probably another star. So like 4.5. Like this card just does so much. It comes with all the life gain.
Yeah. It used to be uncommon.
Yeah.
You used to see more than one of these in a game.
No. Yeah, let's be stuck with our 6/6s with trample. Thank you. But no, like, can you imagine like turn 8, someone whips this out and then plays the single black spell that's like gain a life -X for each life you gain. Turn 8, you're dead.
Now dead.
Yeah,
they kill their own block and we're draw a card.
8 mana, draw a card, boys. Have you ever heard of more power? No, this card's very good. Definitely something you want to be playing. Unlike Plummet. I mean, this is a sideboard card. 1 and a green, instant destroy target creature with flying. Well, I mean,
I'd say...
Actually, you know what?
I'd say 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2. There's actually some... talk if you want to like main board this card. There's a lot of like we already talked about the Thopter synergies. Like this set is very based around dragons, which we've seen some of them, but we haven't seen the multicolored ones yet. We'll get there in a minute. Like Plummet might actually be main boardable.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, Pierce the Sky is almost main boardable in Dominaria draft, just because of Cloud Reader Sphinx.
Oh man. Common 3/4 flyers.
For 5. Anyway. Next card. Prodigious Growth. 4 green aura enchantment. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +7/+7 and has trample.
Now the issue that I've always had with green ++ and auras is that they were never good because it's like, cool, my creature's bigger, but now what do I do with it? Hey guys, do you see the key word on this card? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a T and ends with rample.
Look at how cute it is now.
Yeah, oh man.
I love Vivian.
So definitely, like, this card is fairly high for me. Like, trample is a huge keyword to be putting on an aura with +7/+7.
There's still always the risk of it just being killed.
Yeah, but at 7 toughness, adding 7 toughness is going to be, for obviously, like, cards like just straight-up kill spells like Black and White have. Obviously, will have some effects, but 7 and 7 trample are just really good. Yeah. So oh man.
I want to give it a 3.5, maybe a low 4.
Yeah, 3/4 is probably around that. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna be a little higher on this card. Like trample's definitely a keyword that you want to make sure like.
Yeah.
That'll kill someone.
There's no rancor, but here it is.
Theoretically, this card, like, think about it this way. This is a 7/7 creature with haste, right? Like, as long as you have 1 creature on the board, you're doing 7 damage right now. 7 trampling damage bare minimum right now.
Yeah.
So no, definitely this will kill me. Yes.
7+ power.
All the cards that we've seen that I've been like, this card's gonna kill me. This is the one that I'm gonna die to, and it's because this card's actually good and it'll get you out of nowhere.
It's 6 mana though.
It's a lot of mana.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because it's like it's kind of funny because it's like. I know it's rare, but it's like, it's a Colossal Dreadmaw, but 1 more power and toughness. And haste.
Wow.
Wait, this is getting reprinted? Why?
Because it's just a good green removal spell.
Rabid Bite. White and green sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. This is the 4.
Yeah, it's just solid removal.
4. This card's great. Like, obviously, like, on an empty board, this card's bad. Okay. Fine.
There's a 3 mana 2/2 Death Touch though, and this says that target creature you control deals damage. It can that can kill anything.
Yeah, no.
And there's no like damage being done to your creature.
Yeah, no, this card has just so many applications. Like, oh man, I'm glad it got reprinted. I just actually didn't know it got reprinted. I love this card. It was very high for me in Shadow's draft, and I mean, can't complain.
Yeah, it's high for everybody in Shadow's draft.
Didn't complain that. It's like, and it's like Ambuscade from Amonkhet. Like that card was also really good.
Mm-hmm.
So no, definitely a very good card.
Next up, we have Reclamation Sage. 2 and a green for a 2/1 Elf Shaman. When Reclamation Sage enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. This card, in Limited, I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's main deck enchantment hate, which might be relevant.
I'm actually fairly high on this card, so like I will keep talking about it because super relevant. So we already talked about like the Thopters in this set. So bare minimum, it's not like this card's going to do a lot. 3-mana 2/1's not a really good stat line, but the effect is that could potentially be there is really good. We had when we were doing Origins draft, we had Conclave Naturalist, which is a 5-mana 4/4 with this ability. And while its stats were better, we played it even if the enchantment or artifact thing didn't become relevant, just because that effect itself made it main deckable because it was on a creature.
Well, yeah, and Reclamation Sage has always been good, so
I'm on a 3 for this card. Might be lower. Yeah, I could definitely go lower on this card. I'm gonna go 3 just because, like, totally get like with all the artifacts we've already seen. There's a lot of things and kill and enchant me off. So obviously, if you're playing against another green deck and they have cards like Oaken Form and stuff like that, you can get rid of it, destroy it. Like, there's a lot.
Regardless of where you stand on this card, it needed to be reprinted though.
Oh, definitely. Missed this card. Recollect. 2 and a green for a sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
Target card.
Oh man, I keep reading that wrong. I always think of it. I'm like, why would you return a creature for 3 mana? So, what other cards do we want to retrieve from the graveyard?
Any of them?
I'm saying, like, if I was to just run Macabre Wolves, what would be my incentive for running this over Macabre Wolves?
Prodigious Growth.
No, you're missing no. I'm running Macabre Waltz and this, so when I play Macabre Waltz, I can get Macabre Waltz back to then play Macabre Waltz again. No, I don't know. How are you on
Infinite Dance?
Oh man, I don't know. How are you on this card?
I'd say a 2.
Yeah, I'm probably around there. You've got to have
something you put in as a one-of, just so you can get back a beater or something.
Yeah, and at that point, like, if I'm looking for a beater, I'm probably just going to be playing Macabre Waltz, because it gets me back 2 beaters, hypothetically.
Well, you might not be in black.
I don't understand.
It's a 2. It's just, you'll pick up 1, because it's fine.
Have you seen our black set review? Look at all those cards. Of course I'm going to play black.
Anyway. Rock's Oracle. 4 and green for a 4/2 Rhino Monk. When Rock's Oracle enters the battlefield, draw a card.
Oh no.
I'm so conflicted on what to do with this card.
Is that effect worth that?
I don't feel like it is. There's a part of me that wants to give this a 1 because just drawing a card isn't.
Here's the thing. 4 power will pretty much trade for probably around the same value. Maybe a little lower. I mean, if you're really desperate, you're like killing off a 2/2, right?
Yeah.
4 power is actually kind of relevant this set.
That's true. Goreclaw makes this.
It's 3 so weird. Well, and then you got the enchantment, which will make you draw 2 cards when you play it. I'm thinking 2.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Something you could see yourself running just because it's a cycler and on the body. Not a very good creature.
Yeah.
4 powers relevant, but yeah. Root Snare. 1 to green. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Instant speed. It's fog.
It's a 2.
Yeah, it's fog.
Right. Fogs can be useful. It's not something you're gonna. I'm actually back and forth on 2 and 1 on this because it's not something you're going to pick up like of your own accord. Yeah. Most other 2s are something that like you're not super happy to pick it up, but
I could see myself running like one of this if I'm desperate.
Yeah.
It might, but it's subject to be.
Should it be a 2 if it's something you're going to run one of it if you're desperate? I'm not sure. I'm not. I'm asking the question. I'm not sure. We'll stick it like between 1 and 2.
It's probably it's guys don't play it. It's not good. Like, oh man, the issue is like it doesn't even say like prevent all damage that be dealt to you and creatures. No, it's all damage. Like that combat's done. You're not dead this turn, but you're dead next turn is my issue.
Yeah. Next card is Runic Armasaur. 1 green for a 2/5 dinosaur. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card.
I'm thinking 4.
How many abilities have we seen that's been relevant? There was the red 2/2 that rummages. There's the spirit in blue that can give another thing unblockable.
That isn't a mana ability. That means entering the battlefield effects, right?
No.
Or no, it's an activate. So I need an actually activate ability.
Activated ability is something that would require mana to activate. A mana ability is just like you tap it. A mana ability is anything that a creature would do after entering the battlefield.
After entering the
battlefield. Think Harsh Mentor. Think Harsh Mentor.
Yeah. I never really understood that card, but I didn't want to play it anyway because it was the 3 mana 2/2. Or was it 2 mana 2/2? It might have been 2 mana 2/2.
2 mana 2/2.
Yeah, I think I played it as a 2 mana 2/2. Man, okay. First of all, this card's probably a 3 anyway because it's a 3 mana 2/5.
Yeah.
I'm debating if I want to make it higher because of the ability.
Well, I'm just trying to...
Yeah, I know. I think we keep it as a 3 for now.
Yeah.
I think if we find enough activated abilities that we're like, okay, this card could go up. So,
it could.
The body's really good. Like, 3 mana for a 2/5 is great.
Mm-hmm.
But past that, it's like, oh, okay.
The biggest reprint of the set.
Scape Shift. Whoa. 2 green for sorcery. Sacrifice any number of lands. Search your library for up to that many land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library. You guys don't play
in limited, it's not super good.
It's not. It's probably okay. Don't play this in limited. I was like, oh man, but if you play this in limited, like you get to like filter your deck, and then I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that.
You're also using a card to do that.
Yeah, don't play this in limited, guys. Unless you're like people are gonna be playing this as like the worst evolving wilds of their life. That's the only reason I can see this card being played, right?
I need 5 green sources to play my Gigantosaurus.
So, okay, sorry, hold on. So this card is a 5 if you're playing the Gigantosaur deck, but everything else it's a 1.
No,
guys, don't
this was very much just they needed to reprint it.
Yeah. It is not a good card. Don't run it in limited.
Next we have Talons of Wildwood. 1 and a green for another enchantment. Enchanted creature has +1/+1 and has trample. Wow, they fixed Rancor. Has activated ability of return Talons of Wildwood from your graveyard to your hand.
I'm on 3 for this guy.
Me too. They really fixed Rancor.
So we were talking about... Yeah, go for it.
Rancor was 1 green mana, +2/+0 and trample to your creature. To the creature it was enchanting. If it hit the graveyard at all, it went back to your hand.
Yeah.
This is just strictly worse Rancor, but they fixed it, and wow.
So we were talking about earlier how enchant auras are pretty bad typically because you'll get 2 for 1 or whatever. This comes back, and back, and back,
and back. And it gives something trample, which is
trample,
huge.
which, as I said earlier, is another keyword that you're really... Man, I almost want this card more than I want the +7/+7.
Oh, entirely, I'd say.
Oh man, this card is great.
Just because this... If this dies, you don't have to do recollect to get it back.
Yeah, man, oh man, this card looks like a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this. This is the reason to be green.
This is a good reason to have green in your deck.
Alright. Thorn Lieutenant. 1 and a green for a 2/3 elf warrior. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability in opponent controls, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. And for 5 and a green, it gets +4/+4 until end of turn.
So it's already a 2-mana 2/3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already high on it. I'm already out against a 3.
That first ability makes it so that way if your opponent attempts to kill it with a spell, you at least get a 1/1 off of it, which is pretty good already. Like that a card alone is a lot of value.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if for some reason you still have this, it can pump itself later.
It has Sylvan Advocate stats, and later in the game, it just gets better.
You get bigger Sylvan Advocate? No. Yeah, bigger Sylvan Advocate, but worse Sylvan.
It becomes bigger Sylvan Advocate, yeah.
Worse Sylvan Advocate. Oh man, I miss Sylvan Advocate.
And heck, if they try to like miscount how many lands you have up or think you might miss it, late in the game, if they try to kill it with a minus effect or a damage effect, you can activate its ability and you get a free 1/1 from it.
Yeah, I'm at 4 for this card.
Me too.
Really good stats at the beginning, really good value if they try to kill it, and late game it still becomes a potent threat. Very good kind of card you really, like, Limited really looks for. And it's an elf, so when you play that 2-mana 1, alright.
Next we have Thornhide Wolves. 4 and a green 4/5 wolf. Just vanilla.
Hey guys, you remember how we were talking about how good Flame Elemental is? It's basically as good.
This is better though. It just is better in combat.
Yeah,
because of a bigger butt.
Yeah, bigger butts typically do better.
I put this as a 3.
Yeah.
You were happy to pick this up.
3. But yeah, no.
You were happy to pick this up in Innistrad Limited. I was always happy to pick this up.
It was fine. But no, like, it's better than Flame Elemental just because I mean I'm a bigger fan of bigger butts. I'm pretty sure you are too. I think toughness is a lot more valuable than power, and it's got that 4 power minimum, so all your ferocious effects. It's totally ferocious. Oh, hello, Titanic Growth.
Back.
I see your face in front of my face. It's a very big face. 1 and a green for an instant. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Guys, play this card. It's a 3. High 3.
It's a 3. It's just a good combat trick.
Very good combat trick.
It's always been good.
A lot of stats. A lot of stats.
Yep. Next we have Vigilant Baloth. 3 green for a 5/5 with Vigilance. So it's a 5-mana 5/5 with Vigilance. It's 3.
Yeah, 3. Another high 3. Vigilance, very good keyword. You can just bust in and make sure that you're safe from your opponent's attacks. Very solid creature, very solid stat line, very solid ability.
I like it.
Vinemare. 2 green for a 5/3 elemental horse with hexproof. And it can't be blocked by black creatures. High 3, low 4. That's a very good card.
I'm gonna say 3.
All right, fair enough.
Having that 3 toughness is a bummer.
That's why I wasn't like if it had like 1 more toughness would be broken. If it had
it'd be
like 4 mana for a 5/3, it's fine. Can't be blocked by black. Kind of specific, but could be good. Hexproof. That right there. Like we had oh man, what was the Bison or whatever called the 4 mana 3/3 hexproof? It's a very common card. I don't remember what it's called. It's like very generic card in Magic. This has 2 more power, and it can't be blocked by black creatures. Like, this card's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I want it.
Anyway, next up we have Vivian Reed. How many Planeswalkers have I done?
Well, I don't know. I think I did a Johnny and Lily, and I think you did the other ones. No, wait, I did Tezzeret.
Yeah, I don't remember how many I've done. But anyway, Vivian Reed, 3 green for a legendary Planeswalker. Starts out with 5 loyalty. First ability, +1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. The next ability, -3. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. -8. You get an emblem with creatures you control, get +2/+2, and have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. 5. It's another one of those things that they need to deal with it immediately, or else that's just going to be.
And okay, constructed wise, planeswalkers are hard to ultimate. Limited, they have to deal with it, and it's really hard to deal with it in limited, unless you have like specific ones. Like if you're running even like Lava Axe doesn't kill this card because the turn you play it, you're gonna probably plus it.
Yeah.
And even if you minus it on turn 1, it's probably done when it needs to be done, and you're fine with it being killed for a removal spell.
If you minus this to kill any of the dragons we've seen, you're fine. If you minus it to kill a Thopter, you're probably against with straights.
Man, that Thopter, man. Guys, just run 17 copies of Naturalize if you're worried about
Alright, we're done here.
And the black single removal spell. No, this card is really good. Like, card draw for 5 loyalty for 5 mana is something you're really looking for in a Planeswalker. And that ability can definitely win you the game if the +1 already hasn't won you it. Very, very.
It impulses.
Oh, man. Vivian's Invocation. 5 green for a sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. When a creature is put onto the battlefield this way, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. 4?
I'd say so.
Kind of expensive.
It's a bit to get to, but it can act as like a removal spell.
Yeah, no, so it's essentially got Ambuscade attached onto it, or not Ambuscade, Rapid Bite attached onto it. So
you could whiff, but you're still looking at 7 cards of.
Yeah. In limited, if you whiff with 7 cards, you're struggling, or you built your deck wrong.
Yeah.
One of the two.
You build a deck and then pick this, and you're like, I should run this because someone said it was good, and then you realize that you have 3 creatures.
This is the best Gigantus 4 I've ever seen in my life. It's really funny. No, this card's very good. Definitely something you want to be playing.
Yep. Next card is Wall of Vines. 1 green for a 0/3 defender with reach. This blocks Thopters for days.
This blocks Thopters for days. But it's a 0/3, and that's where I'm struggling.
I'd say it's a 2.
Yeah. High 2, but definitely probably a 2.
Yeah,
there is something that can deal with all these annoying flyers your opponent controls, but can't really like permanently deal with them. As soon as these vines go away, well, you're taking off.
Maybe a 1.5 actually. Like it does do well against. I don't know.
Early stats do prevent early damage, right? So I'm fine with it. Like obviously, if you draw out late, you're not going to be having the greatest time in the world, but it's definitely.
I don't know. Johnny Offshoot was essentially this card, but it also gained you life.
It didn't have reach.
Okay, but
that's the key word I'm looking for. Like, if this card didn't have reach, like we'd be throwing it off to the side. Reach is what's getting me here.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the last one of green. I lied to you. Don't look at that card. Whatever it was, it's a surprise. Thank you for tuning in for green. The last video is going to be both multicolor and not non-color. Kind of the rest of the what are we calling it? The scrap heap.
No, I don't want to talk about Scrappy Scrounger.
Oh, don't talk about it. Yeah. Oh man, you reminded me after I reminded you. Ew.
Yeah, this is your fault.
Oh man. The yellow and the gray cards is what we're going to be talking about next. Thank you for tuning into green. I'll see you next time.
All right. Good night, guys.